The April numbers are out, so in this video, I'm going to give you a summary of what happened with the Durham Region housing market last month and what this all means for you as a would-be buyer, seller, or a homeowner in the Durham region. If you found my channel and you're looking for everything you need to know about buying or selling a home and living in the Durham region, you have found the right place. It would be amazing if you would like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of my newest videos. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Vilija Truelove. I'm a local Durham Region real estate agent, and I love hearing from people just like you. If you're moving to or within the Durham region, whether you're ready to move now or 6 months from now, set up an appointment through my calendar link, which is in the description below. I can answer any questions that you have, and we can get the process started. So we saw 948 sales in April. This is an increase from the 859 sales we saw in March. We had 903 sales in April 2023, so a few more sales than a year ago at the same time. New listings increased pretty dramatically to 1,840 compared to the 1,472 we saw in March. Also looking at active listings, which is the total number of available listings on the MLS at the end of the month. March, that number was 920. April, we ended the month at 1,549. And if you're a buyer in this market right now, you're probably noticing that increase in inventory. There are more homes to choose from. The average price in the Durham region for all home types in April was $943,840. The average in March was just over $936,000, so a slight increase of almost $8,000 on average. Again, comparing this to a year ago, the average price in April 2023 was just over $956,000. So we're about $12,000 less than we were sitting a year ago. Looking at specific areas in Durham, we saw prices drop in Clarington, decreasing just over $21,000, and Pickering, average price there went down just over $47,000. All other areas saw the price increase. Ajax average went up almost $18,000, Oshawa almost $6,000, and Whitby just over $22,000. So prices are not rising at crazy rates right now. Most areas are tending to go up one month, then maybe down a bit the next, bringing us not too far off from where we were a year ago. The sale to list price ratio stayed at 104%. So again, many houses were still selling over the asking price in multiple offers. Clarington was the most competitive with 106% sale to list price ratio, but Oshawa and Ajax were also at 105%. Pickering and Whitby were at 104%. Days on market stayed at 14 on average, so homes are selling quite quickly for the most part. Typically, if a house is staying on the market much longer than that, the house could be overpriced. Sometimes certain home types and price points do take longer to sell, so that's not always the case. Months of inventory was at 1.7. Typically, the greater the months of inventory or supply means we have more sellers than buyers, and this puts us in a buyer's market. And the lower the months of supply means more buyers compared to sellers, which puts us in a seller's market. In between is a balanced market. Most would consider a balanced market to be between 4 and 6 months of inventory. So based on this number, we're in a seller's market. Sales to new listings ratio is another number we can look at, and that divides the number of sales by the number of new listings. We were at just over 50% for April, and typically around 50% is considered a balanced market. Going lower is a buyer's market, higher is a seller's market. So again, this number suggests that we're in a balanced market right now. None of these numbers give a perfect indication of what the market's doing. It's really best to look at all the numbers together. And of course, the home type, specific neighborhood, and price point are all going to impact what you actually see when you're in the market. So what does this all mean for you as a buyer or a seller? Prices are holding pretty steady right now. Interest rates are also holding right now. But of course, they're still high and are making affordability an issue for many families. So for buyers, there's still a good chance you'll be competing in multiple offers with other buyers to get that home. As usual, you want to be prepared by getting your mortgage pre-approval. And then from there, you want to contact me for a buyer consultation so that you can learn all about the home buying process. You can see how your budget aligns with your home buying dreams and get all of your questions answered. That way, when you find the home you love, you're ready to make an offer. The more prepared you are, the more comfortable you'll be when it comes time to make that offer. You can set up a consultation by making an appointment at my calendar link below. However, though we are seeing multiple offers quite a bit, I'm also noticing more sellers choosing to list at where they feel the value lies and taking offers anytime or asking for a 24-hour irrevocable. One reason for this could be that we're also seeing an increase in listings that are underpriced, setting an offer date, and the seller's either not getting multiple offers or they are, but they're not getting the price that they expected. These houses are typically relisted at higher prices a couple of days later. All this is to say that though the market is still competitive, there are also more options for buyers right now, and you don't necessarily need to be putting yourself in a position where you're overpaying for a home or bending over backwards for the seller. Is this a good time to buy? I always tell people it's a very personal choice. You need to look at your financial situation and what makes sense for you and your family. If you're sick of paying high rents or have completely outgrown your home, then it could be the right time to buy. It's really hard to time the market. Most people are expecting the prices to go up more dramatically once they announce that rates are finally starting to come down. But then again, if the inventory continues to increase, that could balance it all out. There's no way to predict exactly what's going to happen. So don't rush into anything, but also if it's the right time, then get that process started. If you're selling, staging, professional photography, and online and traditional marketing, including an amazing video tour, will all put more buyers' eyes on your home. This typically means more showings and ultimately more money in your pocket. I actually have another video that goes over some things that you can do when you're getting your home ready to sell to help you get the most money that you can for it. You can check that one out next if you'd like. As I mentioned earlier, underpricing might not be the best strategy. You have to look at what's happening in your neighborhood, as well as at your home type and your price point to determine the best pricing strategy. Also, don't forget to take into account your comfort level. I've had sellers that have no interest in listing at a price they have zero intention of taking. And then I've had others where it's the best strategy for their sale and they're good with it. So look at your specific situation and home, and then you go from there. Reach out anytime with questions, or if you're ready to get the home buying or selling process started, just set up an appointment on my calendar or reach out by email. And don't forget to subscribe for more about the market and what the Durham region has to offer. Thanks so much for watching.